It's time. Time to return to the Novus Ordo Mass.
As their Latin masses are eliminated one by one, Rome has ordered traditional Catholics to abandon the past and embrace the spirit of Vatican II. In this lesson, Father Timmy introduces homeless trads to the wonders of St. Cillies. Let's join him on the tour.
Now that you understand how we roll in the modern and improved Novus Ordo Mass, it's time to see your new home. St. Cillies!
That's a beautiful church. Looks very nice.
No, not that one. That's the old building. We sold it. This new one is St. Cillies. Much more modern, accommodating, welcoming, and accompanying. Well, here we are.
It looks like a UFO.
That's ugly even for a flying saucer.
Not quite a flying saucer. Maybe more something from the set of Star Trek.
Funny you should say that. We hosted a convention just last week. It's part of our ministry to reach out to the sci-fi community. Big moneymaker for the parish, too.
Somehow this doesn't surprise me at all.
Father Timmy, thanks again for being such a great host. You know, that Mass you did for us in Klingon, well, that was the high point. See you again next year. Captain, it is my duty to point out that their so-called hermeneutic of continuity is highly illogical, given the radical direction their church has taken since 1969. Shut up, Larry. Just smile and wave, okay? Did you see those liturgical dancers in there? These might be real aliens we're dealing with. Best not to provoke them. Agreed, Captain. These novies are certainly unlike any life forms ever encountered in this quadrant. Whatever. Let's get out of here.
You said a Mass in Klingon?
More people speak Klingon these days than Latin. I'm just accompanying them. But hey, let's go inside. Welcome to St. Cillies. See how spacious and welcoming our interior is. It is simple, but not exactly plain, designed by leading Vatican II liturgical architects in the 1970s to replicate the no-nonsense functionality of the best Protestant churches. The pews are arranged so everyone can see what's happening on stage at the altar, but just as important, we all have a view of each other. Plenty of room to move around and hug each other during the kiss of peace.
Where's the tabernacle? I don't see one anywhere.
That got moved years ago to make room for my presider's chair. That's where I sit during communion while our squad of lay Eucharistic ministers hand out the sacrament.
I'm sure. But where's the tabernacle?
Down the hall, to the left, right next to the restrooms. Okay, moving on. Take a look here. I've prepared a diagram to help you find your way around a typical modern post-Vatican II worship space like ours. The rigid, unwelcoming, and possibly racist altar you trads used has been replaced by a nice table like you'd find in any welcoming dining room at home. The lectern is wired into our state-of-the-art sound system, as is all the equipment for the praise band, which is over here. The felt banners are also a key component of our new church worship experience. They can be retracted when the large projector screen is lowered for our high-mass multimedia worship extravaganzas.
Worship extravaganzas?
Oh yes. Liturgical dancers, of course, but also laser lights, colorful images of nature, and fog machines. We use fog machines in place of incense. Better for the environment. In fact, there's one of our praise band leaders setting up for Mass.
Yeah, man. Amen or whatever. We need a world-class audio-visual system for our shows. Dude, all these amps, music stands, cords, strobe lights and stuff are essential, like those altar vessels or whatever. Hey, Father, I'm working on a new riff for One Bread, One Body. Want to hear it?
Maybe later. Here comes Friedrich. He's on sabbatical with us from the German Bishops' Conference.
Hello, mein dear confused traditional friends. Perhaps we can talk later, yeah? Mein Conference of Bishops have ways of making people like you learn to love the new Mass. But Father, I'm here to ask you this. For next week's Mass, how many steins will you need for the communal wine? And how many pretzels should we have baked for the culturally appropriate communion hosts?
Talk to Sister Doris about all that. She's in charge of the liturgies.
Jawohl.
I simply can't believe what I'm hearing. What on earth are you doing to the Mass?
You see, that is just the problem, my dear deluded, rigidly schismatic friend. The old Mass is the old religion. It is kaput. In this new Mass, we can do whatever brings us unity as the people of God. Anything we want. Anything that is except your old obsolete Mass. Only rigid Dummkopfs and schismatics would attend such a Mass. It is time for the new spirit of Vatican II to flourish through the synods. Just watch mine German bishops go. They will show the way to us all. Today, Germany. Tomorrow, the world. Ein, zwei, ein, zwei, ein, zwei, ein.
This is nuts.
Makes you wonder how we can both be the same church.
Here comes our lay youth minister, Amazon Bob.
Please tell me you're just kidding.
Amazon Bob? That's his name. Amazon Bob?
I think he's actually from Philadelphia, but he's really into Laudato Si and the Amazon Synod.
Hiya, folks. How's yous guys doing?
Hey Bob, why don't you tell them about your youth group?
Glad to. Kids, would yous like to join our Laudato Si Scouts? It's a bucket of laughs. Why, right now we're working on the church grounds building a synodal path. It'll wind its way through our meditation garden and ends at our big statue of Pachamama. Yous kids want to go see it? If it's all the same to you, Amazon Bob,
If that's really what your name is.
I'd much rather be waterboarded repeatedly. Thanks very much, but no thanks. I mean, you do understand that this whole Pachamama Amazon thing that's a pagan idol, right? It's demonic, right? You understand that, right? Rigid, little brat. Father, I'm out of here. Be out back if you needs me.
Can't wait to see that synodal path.
Well, that's all the time we have today. Join us next time when Father Timmy will continue his fascinating tour of St. Silly's. Perhaps we'll learn more about their music and dance program. Until then, don't forget to pray for our church leadership. And pray for the restoration of the traditional Latin Mass, and all that goes with it.